You won't believe what happens next. Our big boss actually takes a tumble in the gutter. When little brother Mike arrived, his emotions erupted like a volcano. He felt the killer would never step foot in court. With important leaders involved, the case took off at warp speed, and today they tracked down the killer's location. Mike warned his men, "If you let him out, you'll be begging on the streets for the rest of your lives." The little Curry fan didn't stand a chance. This put the SWAT guys in a pickle since their orders were to ensure he didn't walk out alive, so the captain decided to resort to all. "This is what you're supposed to do, pick up the gun. Good, be a good guy. Point at the wall, slowly lower your neck, and then come towards me." "Thanks." The Curry fan grumbled because Mike took over Kingston's underground mayor role after his brother died. Now the true power in the city, Mike wasn't exactly thrilled. He didn't want to rise to power on his brother's grave. Later he hit the bar, trying to drown his sorrows, but the little Curry fan decided to crush his party. "This could very well be your biggest problem. It turns out that this guy is actually the little brother of the owner of the ill-gotten gains." Hearing that Tyler was in trouble, they suspected the money was with brother Mike and sent goons to pressure him for it. "Mal is trying to con us, and I was killed in the car, you get that? Everything my brother gave you. I won't let them come back. They threatened me again, and the limping gang in prison is stirring up trouble." They were taking advantage of the ties with Mike and causing chaos, now even threatening Eugene. The new little hacker didn't care about his legs. He whipped out a big black bat and took out his frustrations on him. The little hacker crashed into the wall, taunting, "Get lost. Cops, go full tilt." He yelled, then dove onto the prisoner. When the others from Eugene arrived, they saw the scene and went on to give the prisoner a beating that left him paralyzed. But this was far from over. Mike saw it as an affront to authority, so he decided to reel in the privileges his brother had given them. He ordered the limping gang members to be separated in detention to weaken their power. Then he had other gangs give them occasional reminders that they were just limping prisoners, not us. That night, he stormed into his brother's office and set fire to everything, burning all the evidence. Next, he planned to take control of the city his own way, and the next day, the limping gang leader gave him a call. "I heard you got beaten up, you jerk. Are you seriously trying to get clipped by me?" Mike fumed as he opened the safe for weapons, then kicked down the door to the limping gang's turf. "What are you doing, seriously? Such an outdated and lame behavior." Seeing Mike's wrath, the limping gang barely mustered the courage to speak loudly. "Are you joking in public? They already use evidence to threaten you for peace." Seeing he was behaving, Mike called the prison to restore protection for the limping gang members. Then he swaggered out in front of all the gangsters, paying no heed to their gazes. However, when he returned, 2 federal agents unexpectedly came knocking on his door. Turns out Tyler had been their informant, and now out of the picture, they focus on Mike, the new underground mayor. However, Mike has his own ideas. He told the agents, "I can still be your informant, but you can't meddle in city matters." Meanwhile, the guy who got beat up by Mike, Karomi, was checking on his boss, the owner of that cache. When he saw his goons hadn't retrieved the cache and got pummeled by Mike, he realized they would need a new plan to deal with him. A stunning blonde received a call indeed. Just as people say, beautiful women are like deadly roses. Beautiful yet lethal, and meanwhile a big event unfolded in the Kingston residential area. When the police arrived, they found the house had turned into ruins. Spotting still smoldering embers, the firefighters hurried to grab extinguishers, but the moment the flames were doused. The boy who tragically passed away in this house was one of the victims of the raging fire. After a thorough investigation by the police, it was revealed that the house belonged to a man named Ken, who had been sentenced to prison 5 years ago for committing the infamous Rice Market Wolf crime. The feud between the adults paid a toll on the kids, and they wouldn't allow him a moment in court to defend himself. Long story short, Harami has to go, but how it happens will depend on the mood of Mike, the underground mayor. To catch the killer quickly, SWAT teams pulled all-nighters raiding illegal hideouts. The officers stormed hideouts with thunderous force, but things didn't go as smoothly as planned. They gunned down everyone in sight, yet still couldn't locate Kenny, an expensive endeavor, costing them the life of an officer. Underground Mayor Mike juggled between 2 gangs plotting to deal with Kenny in prison, but needed to be owed a big favor. Little did he know, the killer whom the SWAT team couldn't catch was the one who approached Mike at night, asking for a favor. Although Mike granted him a chance to explain, he found out that the blast in the residential area was merely a mishap, absolutely no intent to murder. But it was too late for talk. Once behind bars, the 2 gangs would be fighting over him for favors, and Kenny would be dead in 5 minutes. If you liked the story, remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.